Down. 90. Walk. Pick it up. Slam. Protein spill. Bang.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
He steps into this one, and this
no
is
leave
a
out my
rocket.
game, OG. That's all I play is mad. I don't even take the motherfucking game out the discount.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Just playing this game I just started.
Intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
No, to me it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
You
That's
might
now
do
2
what?
interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking left side, and it's complete.
You see how we go convert on that first baby?
3rd down. They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A good gain there on 1st down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Some of these play calls,
I don't know.
I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a give, right side. Walters.
Oh!
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Walters. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. Right shift, 33. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep, likes it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To the right.
Now a give, right side. Walters. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Let's go. 52, set.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Love. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. Hey, read. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
I did my X-Clock with the ball.
Back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
let's go, Greedy. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
They're going to get him behind the
first down
line yet
pickup of 8.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. So left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Keep pressing
we are tied at 7.
Oh, deep.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard
Is
as
that
the
you?
kicks away here.
What's up, man?
Yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10.
Woo, what a hit, baby.
On first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line
What you
of
been
scrimmage.
up to, man?
That didn't appear to be a
Look
run
at
blitz.
that.
He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case
Oh, you
of
back to
see
work?
ball, get ball.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Walters. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a good
Sometimes
game.
you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to
What's
you.
your days you back at work?
You got to cover some ground to go make the plays. We just
What
saw
days
that.
you back
We
at
saw
work?
a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Oh,
And the blitz
okay.
does come. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Benjamin. And he's got some space here. And he'll
Just
be
chilling,
taken
man.
down
That's it,
before
that's
he
all,
works it
bro.
past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Doug cheated on me the other day, Uncle D.
Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him.
You won't
Show him
believe
that you're
that.
supposed to get the football.
He got
So
me out there.
1st and 10 upcoming
Yeah,
from
man.
Browns
We
territory.
were
at
playing and the
48
game
yard
cut
line.
out. He went and called G Money, told G Money he was winning, give him the 4th win.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They try to quick hitter inside,
that's a lie. That's a lie.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
I'm going to kick his ass, man.
Back to throw here.
He called G-Money on him.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
He called G-Money.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
It was a valid win.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff there.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Oh, I'm playing Greedy in the war. Greedy playing some good football right now, too.
He'll look to throw. And the
I missed him!
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
No way he's going to. That should have been
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game. Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Look at all these motherfucking people watching this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Damn, man, how I missed that nigga in the flesh like that, man. God damn it.
The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And a give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a second and 13. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's third and 14.
Get this rock, baby.
Looking to throw.
Got him. Oh, come on, man. Let's go, man. Stop playing. Let's go.
Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown grab. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because
we're in there a minute 16 seconds, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go play some defense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You got Salmon over the top, Monte. Okay, we on that. Let's go back. Let's go, baby.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Oh, they outside.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
There you go.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. This one caught by Winslow.
Go.
He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they
missed.
certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Going for this running sheet.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something
I got 2 minutes and 57 seconds, bro. Go ahead and load up.
What can we do
game over,
to
I'm
slow down
head
the
to the league and
onslaught?
send you the invite.
But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On 2nd down now. It's Walters. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not at all.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Quarterback. He keeps getting too much time to throw the ball.
They'll set up a throw.
There you go. Way to go, Turk.
And he goes down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Let's go back.
It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
56. You're out. 56. Watch the screen.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Benjamin's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Okay, right. H3, 218, chopper. Shit, 33. I said it, let's go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He tried to heave it from his own end zone in the danger and reared its ugly head.
We have seen those plays work out successfully before. You take the shot, try and gain some yardage. Sometimes you're fooled. Not in this case, though. Tried to get it deep downfield. Gets it picked off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That should have been a pick.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And it's caught.
Oh,
it's
get this
touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Oh, my God.
We've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied at 21. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is why good for playing around.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing their best
over there. You better get ready for that big game, man.
And not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Oh, get you a warm-up.
At the 27-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here.
You had him 30-3 in the 4th quarter.
Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
That's how you convert, baby. We ain't scared of the big moments. That's how you convert, baby.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Like that? What the hell?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.